And we are live from the PS5, coming to you with another live Raw reaction right after Raw. We just saw The Rock and Roman Reigns whip Cody and Seth Rollins after Seth Rollins and Solo had a Bloodline Rules match. Rock and Roman Reigns beat the crap out of Cody and Seth Rollins. Cody came to save the day after we didn't expect him to be there all day, and then he got whipped by a belt for his efforts. Ah, man. Pretty good episode of Raw. Go home show episode of Raw to take us to WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania week. Let's go. I'm excited. This is like our Christmas for us wrestling fans. You already know I'm going to be doing a lot of content this week. A lot of different live streams probably happening all week. I just started my DPW Universe 2, Deadlock Pro Wrestling Universe. If you want to go back and check that video, I just dropped that video today. The first match in our 32-man tournament, all played on WWE 2K24 universe mode. If you want to check that out, you can see how I set up my universe, all that good stuff. Check that out. There's a playlist for that on my page. But yeah, man, great episode of Raw. So, pretty good episode of Raw, I would say. I think we got a really good build to Mania this year, so I'm excited. The Rock is doing some of his best work. We got Cody. We're gonna see if he's gonna finish the story or not. I think he is gonna finish the story. It seems like they're pointing towards that a lot. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what happens this weekend. I can't believe it's this weekend already. But yeah, the show started off with The Rock. They were in Brooklyn. Show started off. The Rock's music hit. He comes out, talks about how he beat Cody Rhodes last week, made him bleed. He showed videos of kids crying. Very Jimmy Kimmel-esque when Jimmy Kimmel does the Halloween prank. That's what it reminded me of when he does the Halloween prank and tells them that all the candy's gone or whatever. It literally reminded me of that. But he had all the kids crying, talking about how Cody got beat up by The Rock and all the kids were sad, whatever. Then Roman Reigns comes out. They talk about how they are running things. Seth Rollins comes out from the crowd, interrupts them, and he challenges The Rock to a one-on-one match in the main event. Or Roman. They say no. Solo says yes. Solo steps up, grabs the mic, says he's going to face them. The Rock says it's a Bloodline Rules match. And that's how the show started off. Pretty hype moment. I thought it was a weird choice to tease Seth Rollins versus The Rock or Seth Rollins versus Roman, and then get Solo after it. But it is what it is. We then had a 8-man tag team match. So I'm going to play that match first. It was New Day and DIY versus Judgment Day. I thought it was a pretty cool, fun match. Obviously, it's to promote the 6-pack ladder match that is happening at WrestleMania. Johnny Gargano. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about Raw today. There was a couple cool things. I liked the whole package they showed for Seth Rollins and, not Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. Chad Gable getting Sammy ready to face Gunther. I thought that was cool. Here we see we got DIY coming out. I'm excited for this ladder match at WrestleMania. I feel like it's gonna be one of those show stealer matches. I think they'll probably start off one of the nights with it because it's so many people. Great way to get the crowd excited. I think, in my opinion, I think DIY has a pretty good chance of winning it. I could also see A-Town Down winning it. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I feel like they've been setting them up for a tag team title run soon. I hope they split the belts so we can get a Raw Tag Team Championship and a SmackDown Tag Team Championship again. Just because I feel like there are some good teams on SmackDown, like New Catch Republic and Legado and LWO and Pretty Deadly. It's a really good team. AOP, Street Profits. So SmackDown has a pretty good tag team roster already. And then Raw has a pretty established tag team roster with the Creed Brothers, New Day, DIY, Judgment Day, Alpha Academy. There's a lot of good teams on both shows, so I feel like it makes sense to split the belts now. I actually haven't done an 8-man tag team match in this game yet, so I'm excited to see how this goes. I like that they all stand in the ring together. That's cool. That seems new.
And at a combined weight of 819 pounds, Damian Priest.
Still got Dominic with the North American Championship. Cool 4-man entrance here. They don't have both of their belts, which is funny. I think it only happens when you come out with the tag team, not the 4 teams, which is weird. 4-member team, but I like that it's one SmackDown, one Raw championship. But yeah, besides the Brock and Roman segments, we had the Sami Zayn and Chad Gable montage, which was like Rocky-esque. Chad Gable trying to get Sami Zayn prepared to face Gunther. And I thought that was cool. It was like Sami Zayn working out. It looked like Sami Zayn working out for the first time ever. And then he ended up getting in a match with Bronson Reed, which I'll play after this. And the story of that match was that he was trying to get that victory back because he lost to Bronson last week due to Gunther distraction. Gunther comes out again, pulling Chad Gable from the back. Looks like he beat him up. And then Sami Zayn goes to check on him, and Gunther just beats the crap out of Sami Zayn, which I think is interesting because we've never seen Gunther really do that to an opponent. He kind of just straight up beats them for the most part. So it's interesting that he's playing like mind games with Sami Zayn. But one thing that I found pretty interesting is that we didn't exactly see Gunther attack Chad Gable. So I'm wondering if they're gonna do some type of Chad Gable heel turn. Maybe he joins Imperium or something. I think that would be pretty cool actually. Chad Gable he would fit Imperium, you know, the ring is sacred, the mat is sacred. He's a wrestler type. So it makes sense to get him in a stable like that over Alpha Academy or something. But I don't know if they're willing to make that. But it'd be cool to see maybe a little Chad Gable, Sami Zayn feud in the future. Gargano, you're going to get counted out, bro. Alright, we're not going to end this match like that. Ended up hitting Damian Priest. To the ring post. Alright, Damian. Why are you kicking me, bro? Into the barricade. Alright. That's actually what ended up happening anyway. Judgment Day got the win. And just like that, Judgment Day gets a win here. There was a scary spot here when Gargano hit the announce table pretty hard after a suicide dive, but I did see reports that he's doing good, which is good. The worst thing would be to get hurt right before WrestleMania. But yeah, besides Raw, there was an interesting interview that came out today with CM Punk on Ariel Helwani's show. And that was an interesting thing to see with him talking about what happened in AEW and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty transparent to see, which is cool. It's always good to see wrestlers being able to talk about what happened. I feel like I'm a big CM Punk fan. I'm also a big AEW fan. I'm kind of ready to let that story go, you know, like it's about time we just get over, both sides get over it, and we just move on. I think CM Punk is in a better place now, and AEW is in a better place now, so it only makes sense to just let it go, both sides. And as wrestling fans, tribalism is corny. All wrestling is good. The more wrestling, the better. The more places for wrestlers to have jobs is better. I watch all types of wrestling, so I don't think one is better than the other. I watch AEW a lot. I like AEW a lot. I like WWE a lot. I watch TNA. I watch ROH. I watch New Japan sometimes. I watch CMLL. Whenever I'm somewhere, I try to go to the most local wrestling thing. Like when I went to London for the first time, I went to a Red Pro show. I just went to Mexico. I went to a CMLL show. Wrestling is great anywhere you go. I'm not loyal to one brand. All wrestling is awesome. If you're a wrestling fan, you should find everything awesome. Ooh. I kind of wanted Chad Gable to convince Sami Zayn to shave his head to go back to the babyface NXT Sami Zayn. I think that'd be a cool change up for his character. I thought he was gonna be the next big babyface, like after Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson. I thought Sami Zayn was up next. I used to watch that. That's what got me back into wrestling, because I took a long break after, just like when things were the Cena era, when things were a little unbearable to watch. I took a long break, and then I heard about NXT, and I saw Sami Zayn versus Cesaro, Claudio Castagnoli, on a random episode of NXT, and I was like, holy crap, this is what I'm missing. So I started watching NXT weekly, went back and watched all the old NXT with Seth Rollins and all that, and been back into wrestling ever since. So I'm a big Sami Zayn mark. That being said, I don't think he's winning the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. I think Gunther is going to get that victory. I think Gunther's holding that belt for a long time. I think I could see him still being the champion at Bash at Berlin, and maybe facing Cody in a title versus title match. Big Bronson Reed. Get out the ring to escape the springboard move. Kind of mage. I like Bronson Reed. I feel like he is kind of stuck in doing nothing land right now at the moment. Surprised he doesn't have anything to do at WrestleMania. I think he's going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. But I think he could do more. This guy beat Okada. This guy beat Okada in New Japan. Dragon suplex, rope break. I think once Gunther loses the IC belt, I could see Bronson Reed getting an Intercontinental Championship run one day. Big chop by Bronson Reed there. If you guys are interested in more gameplay videos, I just started and released my first Universe Mode episode. Big DPW Deadlock Pro Wrestling Universe I'm doing this year. Starting it off with a 32-man world title tournament. The first match was Swerve Strickland versus Mark Briscoe. It's on my channel now, and you could watch that if you want to see who ended up winning that title, that round one match of the title tournament. The interesting thing too I do with my tournaments is that there's 32 men. The first 16 competitors that lose end up being in the tag team division. So then you'll see a pool of wrestlers after the first round is done, and I'll have a stream where I create tag teams based on whoever's in there, and it's fun because you get to like create these random tag teams that you would never actually see. And I really like the way I do it with the tournaments because I get to play as every wrestler on my roster. I think a lot of people mess up Universe Mode by like putting too much bloat, putting like 100 people on your show, and then you never use anybody on your roster. Tournaments are key. I have a video on my channel where I go through the setup of my Universe Mode, and I think it's pretty helpful. Oh, nice Swanton Bomb. Sami Zayn. I'm talking too much. I'm letting him beat me. Oh, the Helluva Kick. I'm bleeding. Oh, good thing I had a recovery. Damn. Alright, Sammy. Basically a air raid crash almost, dead end. Kicks out. Fight Forever chant from the crowd. And in my Universe Mode, I'm actually doing commentary. Full commentary, sort of like how I'm doing this now, but more like calling the moves and stuff. It was fun. It's almost like role-playing as a commentator. So if you're into that stuff, check it out. I also do these live streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So right after Monday Night Raw, right after AEW Dynamite, and right after Friday Night SmackDown. And I'll probably do a couple extra more streams this week since we got Wrestlemania coming up this Saturday and Sunday. We have NXT Stand and Deliver on Saturday. We have ROH. There's a lot of shows to keep up with this week. I'm excited. The more wrestling, the better. If I could just watch wrestling all day, I would. Practically do it already. Watch wrestling and play wrestling video games. That's the life right there. Big sidewalk slam. Shades of Big Boss Man right there. Big knee strike to the back of the head. Sammy with the clothesline. Another clothesline. He's feeling it. Big drop kick. Pop-up drop kick. He's feeling himself. Clothesline. Elbow strike. Knocks him down. Went for a senton, but he misses. Backside suplex. I also like the stuff they're doing with Becky and Rhea. I think it's pretty mage. Tsunami. Oh, Sammy came to play. Oh, okay, Sammy, I see you. Going after the legs, smart move. Taking out the legs from the big man. Walking away. Going for the count out victory. Bronson Reed is getting up. Got him. Hit him with the Samoa Joe. Just walk away from the splash. You know what I've been enjoying too on Raw? Ricochet. Ricochet, man. Ricochet is doing some amazing work. He's become the workhorse of Monday Night Raw. I appreciate that, just letting him cook. Having banger matches every week. Today he had an amazing match with Ivar. And it's cool because he's not really in a WrestleMania story, but they're keeping him relevant. So I feel like after WrestleMania, he's going to have a pretty good spot. Probably be challenging for the Intercontinental title. Again, even though he's the one that lost it originally to Gunther. I feel like it kind of makes sense to build him up as a competitor going forward for Gunther. Because Gunther's going to need some more challengers if he keeps that belt. Big elbow drop. Alright, this has to be it. Ah, oh, rope break. Are you serious? Oh, the big backsplash. Oh, a haluva kick out of nowhere. This match is going hard. I do play on Legend difficulty, and I update the sliders based on somebody on Twitter that has some really good sliders. I believe on Twitter his name is iBudsMoves, and he makes movesets on Community Creations as well, and he creates belts too. I downloaded a couple of his belts as well, and he's just really good at the slider creation. So I've been using his sliders, and let's go. And they've been working pretty good. They make the matches pretty epic, long. Recount, baby. Bronson Reed with the victory. But yeah, I don't think Sami Zayn's gonna win. I really think Chad Gable might do a double cross and turn on Sami Zayn. Unfortunately, I feel like Chad Gable could use a character change, so it kind of makes sense to have Chad Gable turn heel on Sami Zayn. I feel like it was definitely on purpose that we didn't see Gunther actually attack Chad Gable. He just pulled him out from the backstage. Didn't hit him again. He waited for Sami Zayn to come up to him before attacking Sami Zayn. It wasn't like he was beating up Chad Gable. I feel like there was some type of collusion there going on. Wouldn't be surprised. We also had some women's matches. A lot of women's matches today, actually. Well, 2 women's matches. I'm going to play the tag team match between Maxine and Ivy Nile versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. I like what they're doing with Candice LeRae. She's also like not involved in. She's almost like the equivalent of Ricochet. She's not involved in WrestleMania at the moment, but she still has a storyline, and they're keeping her like relevant, which is cool. Usually during WrestleMania, like they kind of forget about all the lower card wrestlers and just focus on the main card. Oh, what a rolling axe kick there by Ivy Nile. But they've been doing a good job of keeping everyone relevant for the most part, which is cool. Giving everyone storylines. Like even Ivar has been doing some good stuff. Reversal by Candice LeRae. Brainbuster. Damn. Okay. That's attack. Oh, big elbow drop by Indy Hartwell. But yeah, I like Candice LeRae being a little bit of a heel. She did some amazing work on the indies back in the day. She used to wrestle like the men and stuff and would have like amazing matches. So I feel like they're gonna let her cook and show a little bit more of that side of her, where she used to do a lot of like hardcore style matches, even in NXT. So it'd be cool to see her get in her bag a little more. That's one thing about Triple H, since he's taken over as a booker. He really gets a way of like having everyone involved, which is cool. It reminds me of like the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, like where every wrestler had a reason to be on the show. Even if it's a small reason, like you had people like Crash Holly, and they would have like a storyline with like the light heavyweight championship or something, you know, like there was always something going on back in the day with everybody. And I feel like Triple H has taken that as like a point to come across with his style of booking. Oh, Candice LeRae with the reversal. Oh, the backstabber. And the stomp. And the kick. Barely a 1 count. Big DDT by Maxine. Tags in Ivy Nile. Double team move coming up. Big back body drop. Oh, I didn't realize her submission. Her finisher was a submission move. That was sick. Dragon Sleeper. Octopus stretch by Indy Hartwell. Reversal. Head scissors. Enziguri kick. Doesn't take the big girl down. The big lad. Big lady. German suplex. This match has gone on 10 times longer than it actually did on Monday Night Raw today. They did announce that new show now that's on Twitter on Wednesday, WWE Speed, which is interesting. It's like 3-minute matches. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it's the TikTokification of wrestling. But it could be cool though. I mean, it depends. I know it's gonna be like the cruiserweights, and they could cook in 3 minutes for sure. And there's a championship belt with it too, which is interesting. There's a tag. Double shoulder block. Float over suplex for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out. Maxine's stuck in the ring for some reason. Reversal. Arm drag. But yeah, it was interesting to see The Rock and Roman beat the crap out of Cody and Seth at the end of the show. I feel like that's kind of giving it away that Cody's probably going to win. I think Cody and Seth lose on night 1. So that is Bloodline rules. And then we see... What a move. Big DDT. So yeah, I think Cody and Seth are going to lose on night 1. So we'll see a Bloodline rules match. On night 2, we're going to see a bunch of Bloodline people interfere in that match. And then I think this might be it. Maxine, it is what it is. Maxine ended up actually getting the win today, but I guess in my universe, Candice and Indy win. But yeah, I think we're going to see the Bloodline Rules match happen on Sunday, and then we're going to see all of the Bloodline members show up. So we'll see Jimmy, Solo, Rock. Then we're going to see probably Jay come out to help. Seth maybe comes out to help. Still not enough. And then I'm hoping we hear the glass break and Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out. Or we hear Yabadoo and John Cena comes out. And it's still not enough. And then Stone Cold comes out. I feel like we have to see Stone Cold give The Rock a stoner during this run. It only makes sense. I'm going to play the Ricochet versus Ivar match now, which was probably the best match on Raw today. Both of these guys are great at what they do. You give them some time and they end up having some pretty good matches. Funny how that works, right? Yeah, like I said earlier, I think Ricochet's getting pushed to be like the next challenger for Gunther, probably. Dude's basically a superhero. The moves he could do, man, that flip thing he did today, cartwheel, and then dove over the top rope, was insane. He lifted Ivar. He caught Ivar. Caught like a 300-pound man. Dropped him and then hit the 630 senton. Dude's a beast. One of the best wrestlers in WWE, probably. The amount of stuff he could do. Ivar too. Ivar's probably one of the best wrestlers in WWE too. Huge size advantage here to Ivar. Let's see if I could get him down. Oh, big splash in the corner. Standing shooting star. Nice wraparound head scissors. Oh, the pump kick. Damn. Jumped right over him. Oh, I rolled right into it instead of rolling away from it. Damn. Alright, Ivar. Showing off your athleticism. I was surprised there wasn't any CM Punk today on Raw. I guess it makes sense since he's not really involved. Also, no Drew McIntyre, really just the... Oh, there was like a good pre-tape segment of Drew McIntyre at a funeral home talking about Seth Rollins' title reign coming to an end, which I thought was pretty cool. And then we had a quick interaction right before the main event. Seth Rollins was going out to face Solo Sikoa and Drew McIntyre was there. Seth Rollins said, "I'm not dead yet." And then Drew McIntyre said, "Yeah, not yet." Which I thought was cool. Oh, big move. Oh, springboard moonsault to the back. Damn. Come on, Solo. Come on, Ricochet. Get up. But yeah, the main event was pretty cool. It was Solo versus Seth Rollins Bloodline Rules match, which is basically a no disqualification match, is another word. Or Extreme Rules, or No Hold Barred, or what else do they call it? Hardcore, Tree Fight. WWE has like 10 different words for the same type of match. But yeah, I thought Bloodline Rules would probably mean something else, something different, but no, it's just another term for anything goes. And it was cool. Seth Rollins hit Solo with a couple steel chairs to the face, threw them at his face. They used a couple tables. Solo threw Seth Rollins through a table at one point, and then Seth Rollins did the same to Solo at one point towards the end of the match, and then he hit the stomp to get the victory. Almost lost it on the count out again. Damn. I'm losing all these matches today. I'm off. I'm off my game.
Here is your winner, Ivar!
I'm not paying attention. I'm talking too much. We also had a damage control, random thrown together match. It was okay. It was damage control, so it was Kyrie, Io, and Dakota Kai versus Zoe Starks, Shayna Baszler, and Tegan Knox. But actually just realized I don't have Kairi Sane, so I'm not gonna even play that match. I'm gonna do the main event, which was Solo and Seth Rollins in an Extreme Rules match, basically. The damage control match was okay though. It was actually a pretty fun match. It was kind of like a house show match though. And the what am I looking for? Seth Rollins. Damage control ended up getting the victory, of course, setting them up for their match against the Power Buff Girls. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi, which I think is going to be a pretty fun match too. I'm excited to see Jade Cargill get an actual in-ring debut besides the Royal Rumble in WWE. A lot of people were like saying that she needs more work, and that's why they've kept her off TV, but I watched her in AEW and she's pretty solid. She's not the best, like, she's not, you know, like a workhorse, but for her type of wrestler, power style, she doesn't need much. Couple kicks here and there, couple slams here and there, power bombs, and she's good. She'll be impressive just because she's so strong and powerful.
Is an Extreme Rules match, making his way to the ring.
I think they're gonna end up winning that. I'll probably end up doing a predictions stream this week for WrestleMania for night 1 and night 2, and I might even play through the card on 2K. I just feel like it'd be fun to do that anyway. So I'll play through night 1 and night 2 as much as I can, because there's some wrestlers that aren't in the game. So, like they just announced today, Street Profits and Bobby Lashley versus AOP and Karrion Kross. That should be a cool match. And a street fight, Philly street fight, another word for Bloodline rules, I guess. But the Authors of Pain aren't in this game yet, or I don't know if they're coming to this game, so I can't really do that match. Kairi Sane's not really in the game yet. Jade Cargill's not in the game yet, so it's a couple matches that you can't really do. I could download them, but I kind of like saving my slots for my AEW created wrestlers. So I don't know if I will. I'll try. I'll see if I have space. But for the most part, I'm going to try to recreate the WrestleMania card. I'm excited about AJ Styles and LA Knight. I feel like that could be a show stealer. I also think the Randy Orton, Logan Paul, Kevin Owens match will probably be good. Nice. Street champ. Big clothesline by Solo. Oh, sledgehammer. Oh, I tried to throw it at. My favorite thing to do in this game is to throw the weapons. Headbutt to the gut. Another headbutt to the gut. Alright, how many times is this guy gonna do this? Destroying my ribs. There we go. It's the best. Made him bleed. Inzaguri. Oh yeah, actually during this match, well after this match, Jimmy came out, attacked Seth Rollins. Jay came out, so Jay and Jimmy had their little squabble, did a little hockey fight action, Samoan drop, and then we saw Jay and Jimmy fight to the backstage, and then we saw The Rock attack Jey Uso, which was cool. That's the first time we've seen The Rock lay hands on the Usos. Straight suicide dive on top of that joint. Crazy. Oh, both going for the same thing. Package pile driver. Package suplex, I mean. But yeah, I thought it was funny because Seth Rollins was like, I always have a plan B. So, and then Cody was like the plan B, I guess, because we weren't expecting him since he wasn't medically cleared to be on Raw. So Cody comes out. They get The Rock on top of the announce table. Cody looks like he's going for a rock bottom on The Rock. And then Roman just comes out of nowhere, even though Roman said he was going to leave earlier in the night to go write Paul Heyman's speech, which is pretty cool. Paul Heyman's being inducted into the Hall of Fame by Roman. I thought that was a cool way to reveal that. And then that's it. Like Seth and Cody ended up getting beat up for the rest of the night. So I'm like, that was your plan B, bro? Just Cody Rhodes against the same 5 people you guys been wrestling for or facing with for the last like month and a half. You didn't have anybody else. So I think there will be some like babyface Avengers showing up at WrestleMania during that Bloodline Rules match. It only makes sense. It can't just be Jay and Seth Rollins. I think we'll see. I feel like John Cena makes sense because him and Solo Sikoa were the last time we saw John Cena. And then Stone Cold comes out to take out The Rock, man. We need it. We need it one more time. Oh. Big headbutt. Flying salt. Got him. Pedigree on the outside. Got him. Insult off the apron. I think Seth Rollins is losing the belt to Drew McIntyre at Mania. He's too distracted with this bloodline stuff. I feel like that's the story they're telling. Drew's gonna come in and win that belt easily. It only makes sense. Come on, Seth, get up. Through the table. Stop. 1, 2. He kicked out. Big knee strike. Another knee strike. Another stomp. That has to be it. 1, 2, 3. Seth frickin' Rollins. When are they gonna stop using a frickin'? I'm a little over the frickin'. But yeah, I think Seth Rollins is going to lose the title to Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. And then we might see a Seth Rollins heel turn and go after Cody. If Cody's the new champion on the other side, you could see Seth Rollins going after that.
Here is your winner.
But yeah, that was Monday Night Raw today. It was a pretty good episode. Tune in on Wednesday after Dynamite if you want to catch another stream. I'll be recreating some matches on there. And then SmackDown, after SmackDown on Friday, I'll be recreating matches there as well. And then probably some more with the WrestleMania week coming up this week. So I'll probably be doing a little more extra streams. I'll probably do a prediction stream this week, as well as DPW Universe, Deadlock Pro Wrestling. I'm releasing a match every couple days, so just be on the lookout for that. So far, there is Swerve Strickland versus Mark Briscoe in a really fun match. Like I said, it's a 32-man tournament. So if you want to follow along, I actually put I put half of the bracket up on a post recently on the channel as well, so you can see that bracket ahead of time. The next matchup after Swerve Strickland versus Mark Briscoe will be Jonathan Gresham versus Butch. And I'm using all created wrestlers as well as some in-game wrestlers. So shout out to everybody on Community Creations. I'm using a Deadlock Pro Wrestling arena created by Ghost, and yeah, it's a really fun way of doing Universe. I think it's going to give people good ideas to just run tournaments. You got to keep them in your head a little bit and remember what's going on, but it's really cool, and you have a built-in storylines going on for the future of your Universe mode. But yeah, and every match has high stakes, because if you lose in the first round, you end up getting sent to the tag team division. If you lose in the second round, you end up going to the mid-card division. And then the final 8 competitors are the main card division, with the overall winner becoming the first ever champion of my universe. Check that out if you like that, if you think that's cool. Thanks for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for some more content this week. WrestleMania week, let's go, baby! It's our Christmas.